Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back with the fourth and final part of whatever this is. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you think if you would be so kind in the comments. As ever, I appreciate your help and support. I suppose a question I could have asked in the live chat is, do you know what QE stands for? You probably do, but I just wanted to double check, or just wanted to check anyway, how many people know what QE stands for. If you've seen my previous videos, you probably know. If you've seen parts 1, 2, or 3, you probably know. Anyway, I'll say this is part 4, the final part of this for today, and I might cover the topic again in the future, possibly in August or whatnot. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, these are some of my imaginations and that kind of thing. Sorry guys, just typing something up there. Anyway, yeah, so I can't think of much else to say for the intro, but yeah, for this one, I thought maybe I could talk about some of the projects. I hope this would help me to support, like fund if it ever happened. And in the future, I'd love to talk about who I think could support this project. Yeah, so yeah, here goes. So number 31. As I often mention, I hope this will make the world a better place somehow. Like we'd be able to fund positive projects to make the world a better place. Number 32. Another idea I was thinking about, I know I briefly mentioned this in part 2, I think it was, or 3. Anyway, whichever one it was, I can't remember now. But which was that another idea I thought about for Imagine-Ifs was like what I call an illionaires network. I'm sure I mentioned that before, but yeah. So for the illionaires network, what that would be is like anyone who has a net worth of say 7 figures or above. So like anyone who's a millionaire or has more than that. It's sort of, I hope to make networks for people like that. Sometimes different networks, like I often talk about dyslexic billionaires networks, neurodiverse billionaires networks, or they could also be neurodiverse millionaires networks and things like that. As I jokingly say, mere millionaires. Being a pauper myself, but obviously that's just a joke. But obviously, being that billionaires have even more money, a lot more money. So yeah, I say for a joke, mere millionaires or mere mortals and stuff like that. But not that I'm not. I mean, they're a lot richer than me anyway. So, but anyway, hope people get my humour out there somehow. But yeah, so I have this little lame joke that I say illionaires, like it made me ill because I was thinking about this idea or these ideas, like, and I stay up all night thinking about the ideas like the QE system and the illionaires networks and things like that. And sometimes I won't be able to sleep very well, and I suppose I probably felt like a failure, or sometimes I felt like, what would people think if they knew my ideas, but now I'm admitting to them. So yeah, sometimes I do think like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. As I often say, one of my famous lines, I probably shouldn't have said that or whatever. And yeah, people will be like, this guy's nuts or whatever, but I suppose you might as well know what's in that mad head of mine. But yeah, probably some of it I shouldn't share, or a lot of it, most of it, in fact, if not all of it, pretty much. But yeah, so yeah, I jokingly call it illionaires, like as in, and I call it illionaires networks because it covers like both millionaires and billionaires, or in the future even trillionaires perhaps, or even quadrillionaires or cajillionaires. But as my top said, but as my t-shirt said, but yeah, I say it's funny it's got the word ill in because I used to stay up all night and dream about these ideas, and it probably made me quite ill. But it's a lame sort of joke of mine. Number 33, again, I've probably touched on this before. Well, no, I have, but I hope that it would help like libertarian causes, like funding tax cuts, like through using this system, so without causing any more poverty or any more negative stuff, hopefully. Like, so in other words, the money made from QE, if it could work that way, would be used to pay for things that otherwise would be paid for via tax. I hope that made sense again. I often worry that people don't quite understand how I think, because I think so differently. Number 34, this is like part of my dyslexic and stroke or M.A.D creativity, mental health creativity and stuff like that. Again, idea I thought of is covering like neurodiverse billionaires, which is my imaginations for such, which I was actually thinking of covering initially, but then I decided to stick to this instead because if I was more patient, normally I try and save the stuff about dyslexia and other forms of neurodiversity till either August, which is my birth month, or October, which is Dyslexia Awareness Month. But because sometimes I'm a bit impatient or I worry about forgetting ideas, I sometimes cover it at different times. If I could stick to a theme, I would have stuck to so each day I normally like to stick to a theme, also for each month and things like that. Yeah, sometimes for every 3 months, I like to stick to a certain theme or things like that. Number 35. Again, I hope this will help a lot of my other dreams and causes work. And think about who might want to support it. I think like Italian football fans, Celtic fans, fans of libertarianism, people of colour, anti-imperialists, people from former colonies, people from developing countries, which is normally sort of goes hand in glove. People who want to tackle poverty, people who want to support disabled people, neurodiverse people, people with things in common with me, people who might benefit from this as well. I call it M.K.S's. Yeah, maybe if we could support each other, like to lobby for these ideas to work and things like that would be cool. So yeah, those are perhaps people and groups even that might want to help me with this idea, like lobby, and I'd love to negotiate these ideas and see what we could come up with in the future and what we could achieve. Number 36, again, I'd love to be able to donate loads of money, as I say, to Italian football teams. But I know with financial fair play, FFP, those who follow football or soccer, or calcio, whatever you want to call it, I know you're only allowed to spend a certain amount of money. But I think even if it was used to like develop, as I say, academies, as I said before, but or also bypass financial fair play, if like as long as it's done legally. I wouldn't say a bribe fee for anything like that. When I say bribe, I mean incentivize. But another thing is like perhaps to have deals. Like say, for instance, if we said that Italian football would donate 10% to charity. Again, I know I covered that idea before. Hopefully, Italian football would be allowed to spend more money and bypass financial fair play again legally. Most importantly, 37, similar as say for Celtic. Again, sorry if I'm repeating a lot of these ideas, but again, I hope that Italian football, Celtic, and libertarianism and libertarians and yeah, people who want to see lower taxes or people who want to see the world be a better place as well. Anti-imperialists and groups like that, I think they should get behind this and like see if there's a way to make it happen, even if it needs being twigged somehow, even if it needs to be tweaked and changed or whatever. In other words, that kind of thing. Number 38. Again, I hope it will be part of many different projects that could sort of work together as my goals. I'd love to license this idea, so to speak, license it to people from what I call the Six and that kind of thing. Number 39, again, as ever, I'd love to read other people's ideas and what other people think about it. And also, I would love to see reaction videos. That was it. I was going to say, sorry, lost my train of thought again. And I'd love for this to be part, like if it worked, I'd love to say what mentally ill people with mental health problems, such as myself, and stroke or neurodiverse people, what we can achieve. And number 40, if it ever happened, I suppose in the future I could always advance it and see what could be changed and whatnot. So if it got started, it could always be changed. Like some people say, the most important thing is to start something, and then you can always twig it or tweak it or whatever you want to call it, or you change it, alter it or whatever, and improve it, that kind of thing with momentum. But if you don't get started, then obviously you can't improve it. Anywho, I think I'll just post something in the Q&A and then wrap this video up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and as ever, I welcome your comments and general feedback and stuff like that. Anywho, peace and love. I am out.